I'm Meredith Bell here with another tip on being strong for performance. I want you to think of yourself as the speaker in a conversation. And what's the one habit someone may have that would irritate you the most? Well, for me, it's being interrupted. I still remember a conversation I was having years ago on the phone with someone, and it felt like I couldn't even complete a single sentence because he kept jumping in and speaking over me and just going on and on with what he wanted to say with no awareness that he was doing this. And I left the conversation pretty dissatisfied with how it had gone because I had not been able to clearly express my ideas. Well, I know better now about how to address that, and I want to share that with you because I think this is so important in communication. And if you tend to be the one who interrupts, raising your awareness on this important topic is very important to your effectiveness as a listener. So I'll give you an example because my two business partners, Paula and Denny, and I have worked together now for 30 years. And we are often in discussions, as you can imagine, and we have learned over time to say a couple of things that help alert the other person that they are jumping in too quickly before the speaker is finished. And the first one is simply to say, I'm not done yet. Sometimes when we take a pause, the other person takes that as a cue to jump in and say what they want to say. But a lot of times we're simply taking a breath, right? And so we need to be respectful of the other person and be comfortable with the silence of a couple of seconds to make sure they actually were finished saying what they wanted to say. Other times, if one of us gets excited about what we want to say and we jump in too quickly and we actually interrupt the other person and kind of talk over them, the other person will simply say, please let me finish. And again, that alerts us to step back, get quiet, and listen carefully. Now, if you are closely paying attention to what the person is saying, to their body language, you're not going to be so focused on what it is you want to share. You won't be so impatient. Instead, you'll be working hard to understand what they're trying to tell you. And then you can pause and think about what is the best way to respond or add to this particular conversation. This really is an annoying habit when someone interrupts us. And I don't want you to be one of the ones who is guilty of doing that. So take this tip as an opportunity to reflect and ask yourself if you tend to jump in too quickly when other persons are speaking, and catch yourself and wait. And if others interrupt you, you can simply say, I'm not done yet, or please let me finish, as a way to respectfully ask them to let you complete what it is you're trying to say.